All right. Thank you for tuning in to TGM Television. Once again, it's Pastor Marcus here with Maximize Your Life.
Woo!
They almost missed their mark on that. But it's good. Thank you for tuning in, my Facebook Live crew. Thank you for tuning in once again. This is Maximize Your Life. What we do here is we simply take biblical principles, whether stated directly or indirectly, and I show you how to implement them in your everyday life. The Bible is there for us to guide our lives to happy and fulfilling lives, but I believe sometimes people misuse them, misappropriate them, and we never see the manifestation because we don't know how to plug the principle and maximize your life. That's what I do. We teach how to live happy, fulfilling lives based on biblical principles. So tonight we are talking about Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21, and we're continuing last week. Your words have power, but tonight I want you to say this after me. I gotta watch my mouth.
I gotta watch my mouth.
That is the lesson. That is the lesson for tonight. Proverbs chapter 18, verse 21. Does somebody have that scripture? Can you read it? Can you read it for me?
Death and life are in the power of the tongue,
Got it.
and they that love it shall eat the fruit thereof.
All right. In other words, it's saying that those that use it wisely shall eat of its fruit. How many of you know it's not what you say, is how you say it?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna start off like this. This what when I was in school, my mom, she would tell me, because I was a hothead, she would say, why did you get in a fight today? And I said, because the boy was talking about my mama. He was talking about you. And then she would say, sticks and stones will break your bones, but words will never hurt you. She said that to me to keep me from getting mad at what people said, right? From knocking somebody out. Well, at that time, she told it to me to keep me from acting out. But the reason why I wanted to act out was why? Because truthfully, words do hurt.
Right.
And I wanted to lash out physically because they were hurting me emotionally. Have you ever had that? Somebody say something to you and you ready to slap them.
Yeah.
Why are you ready to slap them? Why? It's just words, right? It's just words. No, it's not just words. What you say has the power to affect. The saying implies that only real damage can be done to a person is physically. But truthfully, we all know the truth is that what you say with your words sometimes hurts worse than getting punched in the face.
Yeah.
Why do you say that? Why do you say that? See, it's one thing to get a cut on your hand. It's one thing to get hit, get a black eye. Your eye heal naturally by itself on the outside. But here's the thing about words. Words create emotional damage. Words create mental damage. And the thing about this immaterial damage is you can't see the damage as it's being done.
Yeah.
And so therefore, you can't work on healing damage because it's not out in the forefront, right? This is why I am so big on make sure you are at a right place as far as worship at the right kind of church, because what the preacher is saying over the podium, he's speaking things into your mind. He's speaking things into your spirit. And so tonight I want to highlight, especially for those of us who are trying to move forward in our lives, get around somebody who can really speak positivity into your life and make sure that they are sound in their teaching, because words have the power to infect the immaterial parts of who we are. And I want us to pay attention to that. I discovered the hard way that words have the power to hurt way more sometimes than physical.
Yeah.
Have y'all ever had that? Somebody say something to you who you really love, and somebody say something to you who you really value their opinion, but they misappropriate their tongue and they speak it into you. And while you may hold it together on the outside, on the inside, they break you down.
Yeah.
I've experienced that. I've experienced that on so many times, because I'm Marcus. I've always been the toughest guy. But when I would go to school and they talk about my shoes, that kind of stuff hurt my feelings. So I would get mad as a defense mechanism. But the truth is that what they saying, it actually hurt. How many of us have had friends who we thought was our friends that said something to us and it really hurt us on the inside? Right? But we had to play tough because we was around a whole lot of people, right? How about relationships? Man, don't let me get to these relationships. We're going to get to it. We're going to get to it. Physical scars will heal, but immaterial scars can linger unhealed and often infected for years after the initial damage. Wow, consider that. Consider something that somebody said to you 10 years ago is still affecting your mental. It's still affecting your emotions. I've been in relationships, past relationships. And one of the things that a young lady did was she said things about me that I brushed off at the time, but over time, it actually was carrying weight in my life. It was playing at the back of my mind and my psyche. You ain't nothing. You trifling. You broke. You ugly. You black. Things that a person that was in my life was saying to me, right? And I brushed it off at the time, but what? It left scars in my psyche. It left scars in my emotion. My immaterial self was bruised and wounded by it. I want you to understand that words have power. Words have power. Now, watch this. There are people who have walked away from God. Why? Because it's how somebody uses their word. I've discovered this, that people don't have a problem with God. They have a problem with people who represent God. How would you feel if I just get done preaching a whole nice sermon and then you see me on the parking lot cussing somebody out? How would you feel? You would feel like, man, this dude is a hypocrite. Not even that. How would you feel if somebody came at you the wrong way, who you just saw shouting in church? But now you're going to get me over here and you're talking to me crazy? People don't have a problem with God. They got a problem with the people who say they represent God. How many people have walked away from church because of what somebody said? Picture how much mess and drama is going on in somebody's church right now because of what somebody said. How many people get hurt and leave church altogether because of what somebody said? Come on, say this after me. My words have power.
My words have power.
That's right. And look, say this. I gotta watch my mouth.
I gotta watch my mouth.
Here we're gonna do some introspection. How many do you think you have ran somebody away from the church because of what you said? Don't answer. Just think in your head. Because of what I said, have I ran somebody away from church? Have I broken somebody's heart? Have I left scars on somebody's psyche? Have I hurt somebody emotionally that they may never have said nothing to me about? But have I done that? Have I used the power of my words in a right way or a wrong way? Here's the thing right here. Here's a good sign of whether you're using your words right or wrong or not. If you got to get mad to tell me something real, you probably said it with the wrong intention. If you got to get mad to tell me something, you probably saying it with the wrong intention. I want y'all to say this. It's not what you said. It's how you said it. That makes all the difference. And what's the difference in how you said it? What the difference is in the intent. Because if you want to say it to me in the way that I can receive it, you don't have to be mad to talk to me about it. You can say to me, hey, Marcus, look, I don't like the way you did. I don't like the way you handled it. I don't like the way you said it. If you want to point out something to me about me, it's a certain way you got to do that. Right. You can speak truth in the wrong way and it still be received wrong. You know it's going to be received wrong because you sent it out the wrong way. Why you got to get mad to tell me something about me, right? Right. It matters because of the intent. What was your real reason for saying what you said? And you can say whatever you want to. Intention does matter. You can take something as simple as somebody trying to help you but give you criticism and it'll be received in a healing way as opposed to using your weapons. Using your words as weapons. How many of us have used our words to tear down and destroy as opposed to uplift and heal? How many times? I want us to consider that. How many times we have used our word instead of communicating, we criticize. Yes, you got something.
From a loving standpoint.
Correct.
They receive it wrong. How is that?
I'm glad you.
Is it them or would it be the messenger?
I'm glad you asked that question. All right, so now this is where self-eval have to come in. And when I say self-eval, I mean this. Is my intention right? Or am I about to say this? I can say the right thing and I can speak truth all I want to, but am I saying this to help or am I saying you got to do your self-eval first? Because the world that we live in, look, you can say everything right with the right intent and people just don't want to hear about themselves. So you got to check yourself first. Now, here's the thing, and we're going to get into that. That's why I'm glad you asked that question. Because, look, if you coming right with the right intent and you say something to somebody with the loving, caring, genuine person that you're trying to be, and they come at you with something, now then the question is, how you going to respond? Because if you're really trying to help and you see them getting defensive, then you know what? See, you just came for me right then. I'm not even going to go there with you because I'm trying to help you. So now at that point, you can still choose to not use your words as weapons. You see what I'm saying? So if I'm coming to you to help you and you can't receive that, now the wise thing for me to do is, all right, well, I'm backing up off it. You know what I'm saying? And that's where we going next into the lesson. That's good that you said that, because we gotta break the cycle. What cycle? We gotta break the cycle. What cycle? The cycle is, if you hit me, I'm gonna hit you back. You say something to me I don't like, I'm gonna say something back to you you don't like. Come on, let's be real. Out your name, man. Out your name, man. Yeah, out your name, man. Out your name, man. You say something to me, you deserve what I'm about to tell you. All the stuff that I haven't said from like 2 weeks ago, oh, you about to hear it right now. Because you should have came for me. Right? That's how we do. That's how we do. But we gotta learn to what? Break the cycle. We gotta break the cycle. We gotta break the cycle. Look, you got to break the cycle. Let me ask you a question. All right, we in the house right now. It's Bible study and we in the house. So the chair catch on fire, right? So here's Marcus. All right. So the chair's on fire. I'm gonna go get a lighter to put the fire out. How much sense do that make? Come on, but we do it all the time, right? Somebody say something to you, right? They shoot fire at you. How you put the fire out? You ain't ready to put the fire. You want to make the fire bigger. So now you're gonna shoot fire back. Now look, so y'all constantly shooting fire back. What happened to a fire when you put more fire on it? It get bigger. What is our job as Christians? Is our job to make the fire bigger? Or is our job to put the fire out? This is how I want us to understand the power of our word. Here's what the word say: a soft answer turns away wrath. You can't put out fire with more fire. You need some water. Somebody been arguing, and your wife come and say something, your husband come and say something that you don't like, your boyfriend, your sweetheart, your boo-boo come say something to you that you don't like, and you ready to fire back off. But guess what? Your job is not to make the fire bigger. I want you to catch that. How much power your words have. A soft answer turns away wrath. That means somebody can come at me, and based on the way I use my words, I can either diffuse the situation or make it worse. And how many times, and we're going to be real in here tonight, because Pastor Marcus ain't always been where I am right now. And we want to thank God that I may not be where I ought to be, but I thank God I ain't where I used to be. But if we can all be real in here tonight, there have been times where you give me fire, I'm giving you a whole lot more fire. As a matter of fact, I'm shooting darts of fire. I got some more fire. I got more fire in my pocket. I'm going to win the firefight. Come on, that's most of us, we get pulled into the trap, but we got to break the cycle. Say, I'm going to break the cycle. I want you to say it with me, that I'm going to break the cycle. You know why I'm telling you to say that? Because somebody is going to fire off at you when you leave. Somebody going to say something to you, and you is going to remember exactly what you said here tonight. Say, I got to break the cycle. I want you to keep in your mind, your words have power. And if you do not use them correctly, you are going to tear something up. You are going to tear something up. Don't get caught in the cycle. All right, we're going to go a little bit deeper. Hurting people hurt people. Remember we talked about a couple of weeks ago, Jesus said, woe through whom offenses will come. Remember we said that? Woe to whom, through whom offenses will come. In other words, people going to offend you, but it's not okay for you to offend other people. Have y'all heard this? Hurting people hurt people. Have y'all heard that before? That means because I'm hurting, I want everybody around me to be hurting. Now, let me ask you the psychology of this. Somebody spoke some mean things into you when you were younger. Somebody verbally abused you when you were younger. So now you turn that around and you verbally abuse your kids.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Some man speaks something negative into you. You verbally abuse, so now that makes you verbally abusive to everybody?
Come on now.
Some woman verbally abuses me. I'm about the only guy here right now. But some woman verbally abuses you, and now you're going to be verbally abusive to all the rest of the women? What kind of psychology are we living by? A lot of times we don't even think of the logic of the way that we respond to people. It has nothing to do with us being Christian. I'm going to take the Christian equation out of it. I'm just going to add the logic of somebody hurt you. So now I'm going to take that power and use it to hurt somebody else. Come on. What are we really doing? Does that make sense? So now we continue in the cycle. Say, I got to break the cycle. Look, no matter what somebody said to you that hurt you, you don't turn around and use your words to hurt somebody else. What kind of junk is that? Because you hurting, now you're going to hurt everybody else. No, you don't need to hurt everybody else. You need to find your healing. That's why we're here tonight. We're going to break the cycle. We're going to break the cycle. Hurting people hurt people. Here's the thing. You stop the hurt by stop breaking the cycle. You got to tell yourself, this is not going to come through me. It may happen. It may have happened to me, but it's not going to come through me. Yeah. You know, I decided I'm going to stop every single generation curse. If we have verbal abuse in our family, it's stopping with me. It happened to me, but it's not going to come through me. It's not going to affect my kids. It's not going to affect my relationships. Everything that was done to me, I'm going to stop it right here. You know what? I'm going to find my healing. Most of us, we in church, but we are hurting. Hurting people hurt people. And I want you to get that. It is not time for you to hurt somebody else. It's time for you to find your healing. Say, I'm breaking the cycle. I'm breaking the cycle. This is where we as Christians, as parents, as sons, as daughters, as friends, as husbands and wives have to learn to show our Christian character by what it is we say. Where I was put down, I will lift others up. Say that. Where I was put down, I will lift others up. Where I was broken, I will help others heal. Did you hear what you just said? When I was put down, I'm going to use my words to lift somebody. Did you know your words can lift somebody up? Did you know your words can pick somebody up? Did you know your words can heal somebody? Now, here's the adverse effect. Oh, I'm doing so good on the time. I'm doing so good on the time. Y'all going to be proud of me. I'm doing good on the time. Check it out. If negative words can break down, positive words can. I'm glad I got some people. I'm glad I got my TGM family here tonight because we in the house tonight. If negative words can break down, positive words can build up. We break the cycle by doing what? By changing the negative to a positive. We take out, you know, your words do have power. You know, your words do have power. Where somebody else used the power of their words to break down, we gonna use our power of words to build up. We building up our children, right? We building up our husbands. We building up our wives. We building up our boyfriends, our girlfriends. Wherever you at in your life, we building up our sons. We building up our daughters, our aunts, our uncles. We are not using our words to break down. Our job is to use our words to lift others up. And look, here's the thing. Sometimes what you have to learn to do with your words is where you were broke down by somebody else's words. You got to overcome their negative words with your positive words. You go look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you are pretty today, Marcus. Yes. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Somebody told me I was ugly. So I got to look at myself in the mirror and tell myself I'm pretty. Somebody told me I was fat. I had to look at myself in the mirror and be like, well, I can stand to use a pound, but I still look pretty good. Come on. We got to overcome those negative with more positive. We got to learn to speak. Come on. What did I say last week? What did I say last week? Come on. What did I say last week? The most important person, I hear see my TJ family laughing. The most important person that you talk to is who? You. So you got to be careful what you say. Don't let what somebody else said become your opinion about yourself. You gotta know what you're looking at in the mirror. You look at yourself in the mirror and be like, you know what? My hair might be a little, I need a cut. Yeah, I do. Thank you, Jesus, I need a cut. But I'm still looking fly. That don't mean you go behind looking, you know, you gotta keep yourself tight. But the point is, you gotta believe the good in you. Don't let somebody else's negativity constantly speak to you in your head. Now, get that out. We got to break that cycle. You break the negative by using a power. And here's the power by us as Christians. Here's the power of our word. Because what God is going to do, what God does to us, is he sends us people who have been broken. He sends us people who have been hurt. He sends us people who need to heal. How do you heal somebody that has been hurt? How do you put together somebody that has been broken? Now, this is what you let use you. You let the power of God work through you. It reaches you and then it reaches through you. How? You use the power of your words to mend until the person can see it inside of themselves. That's what we talked about with Gideon last week. But now we're taking it from what God is saying to us to what we say to other people. Here's my question. How many of us know somebody that has been hurt? That God put in your circles, Now, here's my question. I'm not telling you to baby them. I ain't telling you to baby them because everybody got to grow up. But here's what I'm saying. Are you healing them with your words? Or are you doing more damage? Maybe God put them in your circle just for you to use the power of your words to help put them back together. See, we don't understand it. We think that the pastor is the only one that can help mend people. We think that the pastor, the leader, the preacher is the only one that can help put people back together. But did you know that you have the power? I want you to look at yourself in the mirror. Those of you that's watching, you have the power to heal people just like Pastor Marcus, just like your local pastors. You have the power to heal people. And sometimes God don't want to use Pastor Marcus. He want to use He want to use you. How are you using the power of your words? Are you using them to break down? Or are you using them to build up? We got to break the cycle. Negative words are conquered by positive words. Say that. Negative words are conquered by positive words. So when the fire is there, I don't have to run from the fire. I don't have to attack the fire. What do? You put the fire out. You go straight to the source and you put that water on it. The word, all right, the word. And this is, we at 20 minutes and I am almost done. All right, so here's the thing. How do we break the cycle? We break the cycle by using the power of our words in a healing manner. Now, here it is, and this is my last point right here. We're going to shut it down. We're going to have our own little personal time offline. God bless you for tuning in. But tonight, I want you to do this. You break the cycle. First, it starts in your own mind. This is why I encourage people to what? Read that Bible. What is the Bible telling you about you? What is the Bible saying to me about me? What does the Bible say about me? That we are more than conquerors.
That's it.
The Bible says this about me. Do you believe that? Most of us don't believe it. So you got to keep reading. What did you say? I'm fearfully and wonderfully made.
Yes.
He knows the numbers of hairs that's on my head. I'm somebody to him. He loves me just the way. You got to look at, this is why I always encourage people. You got to look in that Bible and find stuff that you could apply to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He took the children of Israel from one place to another place. From poverty to blessing. Yeah, God, that could be me. If you can do it for them, you can do it for me. One of the things, here's what I'm saying. I'm saying we got to put ourselves around good people who are able to speak positivity into our minds, into our lives, into our emotions, into our spirits. You know, my psyche changed about me when I stopped hanging around people who was condemning, who was criticizing, who was passing judgment, who was speaking negative. And I started, even if it was like two people, I stopped hanging out with everybody except two people. Why? Because these two people were speaking good into my life. These two people were speaking positive into my life. They were able to correctly evaluate my character and tell me constructive criticism, and at the same time build my character up. Sometimes what's breaking us down is the people who we allow to speak into us. And you sitting there listening to it. You see you hanging around like you like that. No, you don't deserve that. You don't deserve to be verbally abused. Tonight is about breaking the cycle. We got to learn to get around people and things. Read books that speak into you. The Bible is going to speak into you. That's why it's important that you read it. So tonight, I want to say this. I'm going to break the cycle. We got to become the kind of people who can see beyond the negative so that we can speak the positive. I want you to do this tonight as we close. I want you to do this tonight. Consider everything in your life. I want you to look at it. All the people in your life. I know we have problems. I know we have issues. I can look at my life and I can tell you 20 problems. But I want you to do this right here. Find something good in them problems. If you got to close your eyes, that's what I'm doing. I'm visualizing all the negative. And I'm seeing beyond all the negative unto the positive. I'm going to speak to the positive. Everything negative that I can see in my life, I don't want to see that. I want to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Even if I don't see it, I know it's light down there. So I'm going to speak into that. When I see my kids, yes, they crazy. Yes, they going to get on your nerves. God, help us with our children. But guess what? I don't see them for who or what they are. I see them for who or what they're going to become. You can be great. You can be better. You can go further. You can do more. You can accomplish more. You are not where you are right now. And I want us to get that. See beyond the negative and see the positive. So with that, thank you guys for tuning in. That is it for the lesson. Give God a hand. Thanks to my TGM family for tuning in. All right. So So check it out. Check it out. Check it out. Check it out. I want you to share, like, comment, or subscribe on our channel. It's called TGM Television. We post daily motivation every single morning. We have a daily motivational animation. Go to our website, www.thegodmovement.com. Here's what you do. You subscribe to that. You will get emails, inspirational emails sent directly to your inbox every single week. All right. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter at _God Movement. I myself do personal and positive quotes every single day. If you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at _Minister Marcus. So with that, thank you guys for tuning in once again. Come back, like, share, subscribe. You know, tell somebody if this bless you. I guarantee you to bless somebody else. Thank you, my TGM crew. Give God a hand. We'll see you next week. All right.